Good morning. If you're joining me today, on whatever day this is, I don't know what day it is anymore, the sun's come out. Yay! I feel so much happier. So we will just begin in just a moment. Give me a sip of my tea. Come on a little bit early. Good morning. If you're just joining me, the sun's come out. But it has here. I don't know where you are, but yay! Makes me so happy. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of core work, a little bit of back work today. So I've got you on a slightly lower angle. Oh, I can see Laura's face. Morning, Laura. Not noticed that before. Okay, so we're going to come and start on our back and just have a wriggle, get a little bit settled, and knees can be bent. Actually, no, just changed my mind. Let's send the legs out long on the floor if that feels all right in your back. If it doesn't, you can bring the feet back onto the floor. So we're going to take the arms up and over and have a really good morning stretch. So you can push through one foot as you reach through that arm. Just have a wriggle. Let a big breath out. And then bring the hands down, and we'll bring the knees into the chest and just let the back sink into the ground. And have a rock and just take your conscious breaths here, just while you give your back a massage, just connecting into your breath. And maybe with the next exhale, you might draw the head up to the knees and curl up into a little ball. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Give it a squeeze. And then release. Bring the feet down to the ground. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of bridge pose today where we lift the hips up. So we're just placing the hands on the floor. They can be palm up or palm down, but just wriggling the shoulders underneath. So we'll just do a couple just to warm up. It's going to bring it into a flow. So push down through your feet, and with an inhale, start to lift the hips up. Keep your gaze up towards the ceiling. Just see how it feels, and with an exhale, lower it down. So see how that felt in your knees. You might just need to adjust your feet. Don't have them too far away. So ankles are underneath the knees. And take that again. So inhale, lifting it up. And exhale, lowering it down. And this time keep the hips down. Inhale, float the arms up and take them overhead. See how the shoulders are feeling. If they feel a bit tight, we'll exhale, bring them down. If they feel tight, take the arms wide. You can bend the elbows. So just check in with the range of motion in the shoulders. And we're going to start to put it all together into a little sequence. So with an inhale, push through your feet and maybe take the arms up overhead. So an extended bridge. As you exhale, lower it down. See if you can lengthen the exhale, bring the knees into the chest. Give them a hug. Maybe lift the head if you want to. As you inhale, arms are going to go overhead, feet are going to go up to the ceiling. We're going to do this a few times, so don't worry. And as you exhale, bend the knees, bring the feet back down to the floor, hands to the floor. Okay, so inhale, hips lift, arms lift, up and over. Exhale, roll it down. Bring the knees into the chest, give yourself a hug, maybe lift the head up, push the back into the ground. Inhale, lower the head, take the feet up, take the arms up overhead, and then exhale, feet down to the floor, arms down to the ground. So inhale, hips and arms lift. Exhale, lower it down, squeeze it in, head to the knees. Inhale, lower the head, feet up, arms up overhead. Exhale, feet down, arms down. Do one more. Inhale, lift it up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, roll it down, knees into the chest, maybe the head to the knees. Inhale, lower the head, feet up, arms up. And exhale, feet down, arms down. Let's do one more, feels good. Got the rhythm now. Inhale, push into the feet, lift the arms up overhead, hips rise. Exhale, lower it down, hug the knees in, squeeze in. Inhale, arms overhead, feet up towards the ceiling. And exhale, lower it down. See how that feels. Just give the knees a little bit of a sway from side to side. And maybe just rock the head, see how the head's feeling, the neck. Okay, so option. We're going to do that sequence again, but we're going to do it a little bit differently, a bit stronger. So see how you feel. We're going to cross the left ankle across the right thigh. Okay, just give that foot a little bit of flexion as if you were standing that foot on the floor. Just encourage that knee away. So if you've got really tight hips and this feels a bit much, you want to go a bit steady. So you might want to keep the back down, but we're going to combine the shape into the flow that we just did, a little bit stronger. If there's any twinges in your back, bring it down. You can do it on the ground. Okay, so we'll just do a tester first. So we're going to push through your right foot, push through your hands and lift up the hips. So just gauge whether this is going to work for you or not. So it's a bit stronger into the back. Okay, and lower it down. If that didn't feel good, you can do the arm movements without lifting the hips. Okay. If it felt okay, push through the feet with your inhale. Lift the hips, maybe send the arms up overhead. Encourage that left knee towards the front of the mat. It's a strong practice. Exhale, bring it down. See if you can lift, squeeze the knees in. Maybe hug the right thigh. Maybe bring the head up to the knees. As you inhale, send the right foot up, arms up overhead. And exhale, lower it down. I'm not going to do as many on this side. So inhale, push through the foot. Maybe the arms rise up. Maybe you keep your hips on the floor. Exhale, lower it down. Squeeze the knees in. Keep that left knee opening away from the body. As you inhale, arms overhead, right foot up. And as you exhale, foot down. We'll do one more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower it down. Squeeze it in. Send the foot up, arms up overhead with the inhale. And exhale, lower it down. Okay, keep the leg crossed and just give that knee a little rock from side to side. And again, you might be happy with this. It might feel okay to bring your left foot all the way down to the ground, onto the right side and take it into a twist. So left knee points up. If that doesn't feel good, you can just change the shape of the twist. Let's take a breath or two. Soften into your lower back. And then lift it back up through center. Uncross the legs, we'll take it to the other side. So right ankle crosses across the left leg. Opening that thigh out. You might choose to stay here, so listen to your body. If not, join me. So we inhale, push through the left foot. Lift the arms up overhead. Maybe you keep the arms down. Exhale, lower it down. Take a hold of the left thigh, squeezing in. Lower the head with the inhale, foot reaches up, arms up overhead, and exhale, lower down to the ground. So inhale, rising up, exhale, lower it down, squeeze it in. Oh, felt that in my hip then. Inhale, left foot up, arms overhead, and then exhale, lower it down, and take one more if you can. Inhale, push it up. Exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale, arms overhead, foot up. And exhale, bring it down. Just leave it down, give the knees a little sway from side to side. Maybe you stay here, maybe you take it into that twist. So right foot to the floor, looking over the right shoulder. So legs are going to the left, head's going to the right. See what you can soften. Oh, tickled myself there. Bring it back through center. Hug the knees in. Give that lower back a little bit of a massage. And then we're going to do a really casual roll all the way over onto our tummies. Assuming you didn't pop anything there like me. Okay, and we're going to bring the forearms to the floor. Elbows are going to come underneath your shoulders. And arms are parallel like train tracks. Okay. And have a wriggle through the spine. So we're just lifting up into our Sphinx pose. So your back should feel a little bit limbered up for this, hopefully. Okay, and then see what you can do to soften. So just have a wriggle through the legs, get the legs nice and long. See if you can really let the pelvis sink into the ground, the thighs. And then see if you can push down through your feet, the tops of your feet, push down through your forearms, lift the chest up and forwards a little bit. And then can you draw your lower tummy in towards the spine, lengthening the neck, shoulders away from the ears. And then soften down. Take a little look over the left shoulder, so relax the tummy, relax the hips. And take a little look over your right shoulder. And come back through center. Bring the hands over the shoulders. Push yourself up to hands and knees. Just take a couple of rounds of cat-cow. Just ease the back. Soften in the tummy. Feeling that movement. And then we'll sink it down into child pose. Knees can be together or wide apart, your choice. But sink it down, see if you can bring the forehead, the chest towards the ground. If you can use your hands to rest your head. And the hands can be by your feet or out in front, your choice. But just take those 3 breaths. Notice how you feel now. And then when you're ready, rolling yourself up into a seat. Bring a little smile to your lips. The sun is shining. Yay! I'm so happy. Makes me so much happier. And we'll bring the hands together in prayer in front of the heart. Oh, notice how you feel. See if you can take something positive into your day. Thanks for joining me. Namaste. Have a lovely, lovely day, everybody.